Hi, welcome to this week's interruption. I heard a story of someone who was having trouble understanding the Bible, so the pastor said, Look, go read the Bible from Genesis to Revelations, write down every question that you have, and then we'll sit down and we'll go through them and talk about it. So that person took a few months, read completely through the Bible, came back to the pastor and was so frustrated. They're like, I don't like this. I don't even want to talk about it. So he said, well, try and do this. Go back, read all the way through the Bible again, and this time instead of looking for yourself in the scriptures, look for God. The person said, that's ridiculous, but they did it, and they're like, whoa, what a difference it makes when you do that. So what I'm going to do right now, our little interruption for today, is to put your mind back on God, and I'm going to go through each book of the Bible and tell you where you find God. There's several different people who have done this on the internet. This isn't anything new that I spent a ton of time. But anyway, I put what I thought was the best from several different places here. So where do we find God? Starting in Genesis, God, He was the creator. In Exodus, He was the Passover lamb. In Leviticus, He was a high priest. In Numbers, He was the water in the desert. In Deuteronomy, He became the curse for us. In Joshua, commander of the army of the Lord. In Judges, He delivered us from injustice. In Ruth, our kinsman redeemer. In 1 Samuel, prophet, priest, and king. 2 Samuel, king of grace and love. In 1 Kings, a ruler. In 2 Kings, a prophet. 1 Chronicles, son of David that is coming to rule. 2 Chronicles, the king who reigns eternally. In Ezra, he was a priest. Nehemiah, the one who restores what is broken down. In Esther, protector of his people. Job, mediator between God and man. Psalms, our song in the morning and in the night. In Proverbs, he's our wisdom. Ecclesiastes, he's the meaning of life. Song of Solomon, author of love. In Isaiah, he is a suffering servant. In Jeremiah, the weeping Messiah. In Lamentations, he assumes God's wrath for us. In Ezekiel, son of man. Daniel, the stranger in the fire with us. In Hosea, faithful husband even when we run away. Joel, he is sending his spirit to his people. Amos, delivered justice to the oppressed. Obadiah, judge of all who do evil. Jonah, the greatest missionary. Micah, he cast our sin into the sea of forgetfulness. Nahum proclaims future world peace we cannot even imagine. Habakkuk crushes injustice. Zephaniah, the warrior who saves. Haggai restores our worship. Zechariah prophesies as a Messiah pierced for us. Malachi, son of righteousness. In the New Testament, in Matthew, he was Messiah, king. In Mark, Messiah, servant. Luke, he was the Messiah who is a deliverer. In John, the Messiah who is God in the flesh. Acts, the Spirit who dwells in his people. Romans, the righteousness of God. 1 Corinthians, the power and love of God. 2 Corinthians, he is the down payment of what's to come. Galatians, he's our very life. Ephesians, the unity of the church. Philippians, joy of our life. Colossians, holds the supreme position in all things. 1 Thessalonians, our comfort in the last days. 2 Thessalonians, our returning king. 1 Timothy, savior of the worst sinners. 2 Timothy, leader of leaders. In Titus, foundation of truth. Philemon, our mediator. Hebrews, our high priest. In James, mature of our faith. 1 Peter, our hope in times of suffering. 2 Peter, one who guards us from false teaching. 1 John, the source of all fellowship. 2 John, he's God in the flesh. 3 John, source of all truth. Jude protects us from stumbling. In Revelation, we learn that he is the King of all kings. So something to think about. Looking at the world, trying to see God in it, it could be changing. Could be life-changing for you, actually. Till next time.